Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the stream. If you're new here, my name is Tim Anderson, aka Renfell. Streaming a lot of Lord of the Rings Online recently, and we're doing some other stuff as well. But if you're here, welcome. Turn the volume down on my phone here, since I'm also watching it here. Lots of Lord of the Rings Online videos recently. We're also getting ready to step up and start doing some Assassin's Creed Valhalla here in a few days. And of course, Pillars of Eternity 2 is on my agenda, as well as NBA 2K21 and reading through Echoes of the Past, Book 1 of the Saga of Lucimia. But tonight is special. Welcome to the latest session of the Lord of the Rings Online, where I'm playing Donnivan, a Hobbit minstrel. I'm going to be joined by my brother later on tonight, but until that time, we're going to dive in and do a little video overview of the skirmish system here in Lord of the Rings Online. Some of you may have played this before, some of you might not. Again, this is the playthrough that we've been doing on free-to-play characters for the first time ever, and just recently hit 20 with these characters and got the prompt to visit a skirmish captain, so I figured it was as good a time as any to give an overview of the skirmish system in Lord of the Rings Online. So, before we get going, skirmishes in this game are an extra activity that you can do if you're just playing around and you never actually plan on going through the storyline of the game or anything like that. However, if you plan on following the main storyline and actually playing through the content of the expansions, you are actually going to be required to partake of skirmishes along the way. So if you're just planning on role-playing and playing low-level characters and never going beyond the base game, never going into Moria or anything like that, skirmishes are just an extra activity. If you're planning on going into Moria and beyond and following the main storyline, it's going to be mandatory that you actually pick up skirmishes. So without further ado, we're going to jump into the skirmish system and talk about it a little bit above and beyond the tutorial that we're about to go through. So at level 20, you get a prompt, you get a mail, and it tells you, talk to a skirmish captain within the skirmish camp. So we are in the skirmish camp just outside of Bree here on the southern side of Bree. We're reporting in to the skirmish captain.
What do you need?
He says, it alerted me that we might have someone of your stature reporting into camp today, but I didn't initially believe him. I'm glad to be proven wrong, Donnivan. Let's not waste time on pleasantries, though. There's work to be done.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Alright, so, this is a basic overview. They're going to jump you into the skirmish system. The overview is fairly easy. We're going to run through it here on the stream. I'm not going to bother reading the quest stuff here as if I was role-playing a typical session. Basically, you just get a note that, hey, there's some stuff going down in Bree. I need you to meet up with one of my guys and help him out. So we're going to do that. We're going to get prompted to pick up this and travel now into a skirmish instance. All skirmishes take place in instances.
While war raged in the south and the rangers of the north were absent, brigands and ruffians took an opportunity to wrest control of Bree.
Alright. Brigands have been led into the city and have taken over Bree.
A great war is beginning, and the battles to be fought will be great and perilous. You will not survive alone.
You will not survive alone.
Fortunately, there are soldiers of the free people willing to fight by your side. If you go, I will aid you. Use the horn here. Learn the skill it possesses. Then call forth a soldier to aid you in retaking Bree.
Turning that music down, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. I had no idea it was going to be so loud. Okay. Alright, use the horn here. Learn, it says, so there are soldiers of For the free peoples willing to fight by your side, if you call them, they will aid you. Use the horn here. So there's a horn right here you can pick up.
Good. Now use your new skill and call forth a soldier of the free peoples.
Alright, so I got these new abilities here. We're just going to drag them up on my hotbar here. We've got one that's calls a soldier to assist you in battle, and the other one is to direct the soldier. So we're going to call the soldier.
Very good.
Basically,
Now
these are
let me
just...
share with you the plan of how you're going to reclaim Bree.
These are NPCs that will follow your orders and help you through. Your soldier is a powerful ally in the fight against the encroaching darkness.
Skirmishes against the enemy focus on taking and controlling locations of value and importance around the battlefield. In reclaiming Bree, these locations are the South Gate, the Auction House, and Bill Fanny's home in that order. The gate is well protected, but your soldier will aid you in the battle. If he falls, simply call for another by reusing the skill you learn. If not for my arm, I would be at your side as well. Now go and reclaim Bree.
Alright, so we now have a mission to take control of a point of interest, and they're going to be marked on your map. You're going to see this area on your mini-map here. So we have to go up here and do something about this. Now, I'm going to call my soldier again here. Now I can choose to either pull these or send him in to attack. Now, since I'm a minstrel, I'm going to go ahead and send him in. And I'll just assist him on these mobs. Alright, it says the monsters at the south gate have been cleared. Use the banner to claim the control point. So you click on that. South Gate of Bree has fallen to your control. Now, this is important to know. In this base version, you just take control of it. As you get deeper into the skirmish system, enemies will sometimes come after you after you've taken control over a POI, and you have to defend it for a period of time before you move on to the next objective. Alright, so we have another objective on our map, so we're going to go take out that objective now. Taking control of the auction house. Alright, so see, these are coming to attack. It says a counterattack has been launched against the auction house. I forgot they actually teach you that in the tutorial. So that's what happens very often. The enemy will attempt to reclaim a point of strategic value on the battlefield by launching a series of counterattacks. Of course, if you're defeated, you don't necessarily get as many skirmish points as you would if you complete it on your own. Now, something just popped up in blue. This is what's known as an encounter, and it says here in the pop-up, encounters appear randomly throughout each skirmish, and many have conditions which must be met for them to appear. Completing all the encounters within a skirmish will increment a deed with unique rewards. Monsters drop consumables that you can use to aid you in your battle. These items provide short-term benefits. You also get more points and things of that nature. Now, it's important to note that these are optional. These encounters are optional to the instance itself. So you don't necessarily need to do them to complete the dungeon or the instance. But it gives you extra bonuses if you do. Now, it's important to note, though, that in many cases, your defending points of interest... Let's see if I can get around the corner, because my guy is stuck. And you won't necessarily always have the time to take care of the optional encounters. But you notice I got 15 additional marks and a minor token of the fist. If I look at a token of the fist, it's an item of power. It affects your enemy with a penalty to their melee offense for a short time, as long as we don't move them too far away. So, I mean, they're nice little kind of extras, but they're by no means requirements to finish the instances. And again, to refresh, you won't necessarily always have time to finish them as you're trying to complete an instance. Alright, my guy is getting stuck over here quite frequently, and I don't know why. Bugs are bad, okay. Alright, Bill Fernie's house has been cleared. Use the banner to claim the control point. Alright, here's the Watcher.
Good word. The south of Bree is once again free. There is more to do, but it can wait until tomorrow.
So we've completed this instance. And we've done that particular skirmish. And now we need to report in. Okay, second Watcher, he had high praise for what you did in Bree. Now the townfolk are gathered in the Prancing Pony. The brigands are planning to attack. We need to defend them. Now, this is where things start to get a little, not necessarily complicated, but as you get deeper into the skirmish system, you'll be able to choose the size of the encounter, or the size of the instance that you want to launch. So if you're just by yourself, or if you want to do a duo or a trio or a six-man party or beyond, you can also choose the tier, which is the difficulty level, and that affects how many marks and things that you get. And it gets far more complex than that. You'll notice that there's a whole bunch of different options. The gray ones I can't choose yet, but the blue ones I can. These are different skirmish instances that are available for me to fight and take on, but some of them you'll notice that the road to Erebor says 12, so it's automatically, that's a 12-man group, that's a 3-man group, that's a 3-man, 12-man, 6-man, 12-man, etc., and there's no options to change that to something else. Now the defense of Minas Tirith, I can choose if I want it to be for 1 person, 2 persons, or 3 persons. So you have the option on some of these, other ones you do not. Other ones you're required to pick. So for example, this one, Helm's Dyke, it's either a 1 person, a duo, or 6-person party. So lots of different options here when you get at this, but we need to do the Defense of the Prancing Pony, which is a solo option, so we don't even have an option on the drop down, and we're going to choose to launch that now. Then you get this pop-up. It tells you the tier difficulty that you're getting. It's a solo. Tells you the level that you're doing it on and the amount of marks you're going to get, and then you can choose to travel now, and then you get transported into that instance.
The inhabitants of Bree have spent the occupation holed up within the Prancing Pony. Angered at their uprising, the brigands have decided to burn them out.
You will need a stronger ally for this foray. There are many ways soldiers can be trained and outfitted for battle. Archers, warriors, protectors, sages, bannermen, and herbalists are all willing to answer your call. For this battle, a warrior will be to our best advantage. Will? Tom, come out here for a moment.
So here it gives you a quick explanation of traits.
Speak to Will, purchase the warrior role trait. Then speak to Tom and complete the soldier's training.
So traits for your soldier can be purchased and ranked up. This is basically how you choose what class and the abilities that your soldier gets. Alright, so first we need to talk to Will. We're going to train in the warrior role. I can choose more because I have points. I have 2,400 points. I just trained him once. If you hover over this, you'll notice that it says what level his current level is. He's currently level 19. That's the current level. If I choose to train him again, he'll go up to level 24. So we'll train him one time, so he's level 24. We'll train him one more time if we wanted to. Take him up to level 29. So we'll leave it at that. Then we'll talk to Tom and manage your traits. Now, this is all going to be done at the camp outside of this instance. That's where you can readjust the traits of your soldier, give him different roles, and so on and so forth. But for the moment, the tutorial, they're teaching us to do it in there. Once we get out, I'll show you where you can do it in the camp itself. You'll have 4 tabs here. One is for the attribute. What is he? Is he a warrior? Is he a ranger? Is he a healer? Is he a caster? Is he doing crowd control? What is the role? What is the attribute of your particular soldier? We're going with a warrior at the moment. Now, we don't actually have any skills, training, or personals at the moment, but you'll notice that I have an open slot for a skill and an open slot for training. We'll learn more about that once we get out of the instance. So I have trained my soldier to be more than a generic individual. He is now a warrior, and we're going to confirm that. And then we need to resummon.
Very good. A warrior will increase our offensive capability and allow us to cut through waves of enemies.
Alright, you'll find other allies that will help you in the
Will,
instances.
Tom, get back inside. We'll handle this. Prepare yourself, my friend. Their first wave approaches.
Alright.
I believe we have a moment of respite before their assault continues.
We often know little about the enemy's forces or where exactly they may come from. This is why it's important to remember that thing I said earlier about the extra encounters, because you never necessarily know where things are going to be coming from. When you learn an instance and you learn how that skirmish is going to go, and you're going to be repeating it on a frequent basis if you choose to do it that will allow you to know where the attacks are coming from, and that'll help you plan out whether or not you can take advantage of the extra encounters or not. But he says here in his tutorial, he says, I do not know what combination of these things might come at any point, so you have to stay on your guard and be prepared to alter your defense at any moment to defend against the enemy's assaults.
The enemy employs a number of terrible lieutenants, specially trained enemies with unique skills.
Bosses, in other words.
It is difficult to know which lieutenants march with the enemy until they arrive on the battlefield. I caught a glimpse of a large orc with this force. Be prepared. It could come at any time. Here they come again. To arms!
And they're coming from the south. So see that one right there? Lieutenant of the enemy. He's got a special name tag. And there he is right there.
We have a moment of rest before the assault continues. As you encounter and defeat more lieutenants, you will learn more about how they affect the battlefield. And what you can do to expose and exploit their individual weaknesses. They all have at least one.
And it's important to know what their weaknesses are,
I
because
believe we are nearing the end of this battle. Defeat this assault and Bree will be free once more. Here they come!
as you get deeper into this system, further into the skirmishes, the lieutenants become increasingly more difficult, and as you get up higher in tiers, they do more things, and those things that they do can be extremely detrimental to you and your group. So you have to adjust your strategies based on the difficulty of the tier that you're fighting in, as well as the type of lieutenant. Alright, it's talking about here about how there are many skirmish rewards available. All of them require marks which are earned from accomplishing goals within skirmishes. You also get marks for completing deeds and certain quests in the game world.
Near the major locations of Middle-earth, you will find skirmish camps. Bree, Rivendell, and Thorin's Hall, to name a few.
There you can barter your skirmish marks for new and better soldier traits and gear and equipment for yourself.
Safe travels, my friend. Perhaps we will meet again in another...
Alright. So, that's a skirmish, in essence. Let's see. So, I mean, he's going to give me some rewards here. A warrior... Yep. So there's 6 different types you can choose from. A warrior is like a champion. It's an AoE warrior. He does lots of AoEs, does lots of damage. An archer does mostly single target damage. A sage is range DPS. It's a mage caster. Banner guard is like a captain, buffs you and your parents. The herbalist is a healer, and the protector is a tank. I'll pick the warrior instructions because for this particular character, I want a warrior. You'll notice I just gained some traits. Medium armor training, practice critical, quick sweep, carbine strike, armored assault. Those are all for my warrior, which we're going to take care of here in a minute. So now I was saying earlier, you get marks. You'll notice for completing that quest, I got 50 marks. I also got a medallion when I was completing the quest. Medallions can be traded at skirmish camps and class trainers. Now here's where things get fun and potentially tricky. It just depends on what you want to do with your marks. So there is, for example, there are merchants here who sell armor. So if you wear medium armor, there's different tiers of armor, and it's all level based. So you can trade your marks in for armor. And there's basic armor as well as purple armor, and it gets up in level. There's also, there's all types of armor. There's also, over here, I'm going to get to the legendary item guy later on. There's also a weapon vendor. There's currency exchange, so you can exchange these medallions for other things. There's jewelry and cloaks, as well as cosmetic items. There's crafting components to get rares. There's also, for example, recipes that you can get. Classic is going to give you different pieces of armor from old classic raids and stuff. Then there's a mithril trainer for mithril coins, a provision trainer, curiosities trainer. There's all these different trainers in here. Now, the one that you want to talk to if you're going to be training your character is the skirmish trainer. Now, here's a couple of things we need to know. So first is the skirmish captain. The skirmish captain is where you adjust the various things that your guy can do. So for example, I earned these traits when I finished that quest. These are the things I earned. I earned carving, swipe, and quick sweep. So what is carving strike? Carving strike looks like it is a bleeding attack. Quick sweep is an AoE. Now I only have one skill slot at the moment, so I have to choose what I want. I'm going to choose the AoE one and drop it in there. And then training is additional stuff like, okay, do I want him to be better at landing crits, or do I want him to have more armor? Now I'm going to go with more armor. Once I've done that, I'll hit confirm. Costs a little bit of coin. You confirm that's the setup that you want. Then you go back over here to the skirmish trainer. And this is where, if you want to filter the things that you've earned, you can say, I only want to see the traits that I've earned. Now I've trained warrior to level 4. Yes, he's level 4 at the moment. Or he's level 3 at the moment. So I'm going to train these up to also to level 3. And remember, they take points. You got to make sure you have the points to do this, right? Now, I have personal, but I can't trait a personal at the moment, and I also can't slot 2 trainings or 2 skills. Now, here's what's fun. There are a lot more things available. So there's all the different roles. I don't really care about those because I'm only going to focus on the warrior, but there are roles, there are more skills that you can earn. So there's 4 skills for each individual role. So right now I only know carving, strike, and force, and quick sweep. Now I can train these now if I want to, but I can't slot these yet because I haven't leveled my skirmish soldier up enough to be able to get this. But eventually you'll level up high enough that you get all 4 of these warrior traits and have them slotted. In addition, there are a whole bunch of trainings, tactics that you can choose. Training traits. This one's really good, by the way, Boundless Morale, because more hit points are never a bad thing. And then there's personal, which are things that affect you. And so if we go back over here to the skirmish trainer, you notice that eventually you can have all 4 skills, you can have 4 trainings, and you can have 3 personals slotted. But these are all locked until level 61, 63, 65. So it's all based on leveling up your soldier. And the way you level up your soldier is by spending marks. You don't actually have to necessarily go through and do skirmishes because you can earn marks from deeds and quests in the game world. But the only way you can level up is to take your main attribute, in this case is a warrior, and you'll notice that you get more morale, more power, and more armor penetration for each rank that you take with these. And it's different for each role, depending on what you want. Now, everybody's going to have a different preferred role that they choose for their soldier. It's just going to depend on what your class is. Since I'm a minstrel, I'm going to be focused on healing. I like the idea of having a warrior because he can run out there, do AoE damage, take care of the bad guys. I could do a little bit of spot DPS while healing him, and going from there. Now, since I'm going to be playing this character with my brother, what's important to note is that he also is going to be choosing a soldier that's going to match his role as a minstrel, or excuse me, as a warden. Since I'm the healer for the party, more than likely he'll end up taking something like a banner lord, a sage, or a hunter, just depending on what we decide we want to do for the long-term strategy of our skirmishes as we continue to go through the game with this particular duo. So it kind of depends on, are you going to be doing it solo, are you going to be doing it duo, do you have a group that you play with, so on and so forth. Now, there's something very, very important to know about legendary items. Legendary items, some of these are... you've got accessories, titles, relics, first aid, symbols, heritage. Then you've got other stuff in here. It might actually not be on the legendary items. Actually, I might be thinking of the... Where's the crafting one? One of these, and I can't remember which one it is. Special ingredients? No, that's not it either. I don't remember which one it is off the top of my head at the moment, and it's been a long time since I've done this. It's this one right here. It's the curiosities. So when you hit level 50 in this game, there's these optional quests that you can do which require you to get these rare components off of mobs in the game world. Things like bubbling droplets, corrosive droplets, Knickerbreaker horns, hooked ward claws, splintered ward claws. And believe you me, having done this back in the day, it can take weeks of killing hundreds, if not thousands, of mobs to get these items because they have an extremely low drop rate. It is highly recommended that if you don't do anything else with your points and you plan on doing those legendary quests at level 50, use your points here at this vendor, at this curiosities vendor, to get these items, because otherwise you'll be spending hundreds if not thousands of kills and dozens of hours. So this can save you a lot of time if you plan on actually doing those legendary quests at level 50. So that's kind of a brief overview of the skirmish system, including the tutorial that we ran through. as you gain levels, you get access to more skirmishes. And again, you can run skirmishes by yourself, with a friend, as a trio, with a full group. Some of them require you to do it as a 12-man party for a raid. There's a ton of different options. There are also a ton of different ways that you can spend your points here at the camps. So if you're focused on cosmetic things, you can come over here and spend money on cosmetic options.
May I help
There's
you?
all these different housing items. There's cloaks, hauberks. There's a ton of options available. You can also spend it on jewelry and cloaks and armor and weapons and all these different things. So if you decide that your way of playing the game is to log in and do skirmishes 3 or 4 times a week and earn marks and level up your character and gear out your character that way, you totally can. Otherwise, like I said at the beginning of this video, this is sort of an optional system put in place just to give players something else to do. But again, if you're following the main storyline and you plan on actually doing the book content of the game, once you hit Moria, you will be required to be doing skirmishes, and I think they start in the low to mid 50s. It's been a while since I've ran through those storylines, so it does behoove you to do skirmishes from time to time, earn some marks, and get your soldiers leveled up, because eventually you'll need them if you're going to be doing the main storyline, going through Moria and then beyond. So brief overview of the skirmish system. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you enjoyed that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon to get updates for when I go live with new videos. And stick around, because we got a lot more stuff coming down the pipeline as we continue the Lord of the Rings adventures. Let me mark that down. Time slot. Okay. Now that we wrapped up the skirmish overview, I'm not going to do any more skirmishes at the moment. But you'll notice I had a bunch of points saved up. I've just been earning points from doing quests and deeds. Let me open up the deed log. I don't know if it's going to show any that currently add marks. But as you go through, you'll earn things that give you marks as well as points. And like this one right here, Lore of the Cardalon, you get 30 marks for completing that deed. Runes of Breland, you get 30 marks for completing that deed. And since my brother and I did the completionist version of the Shire, or at least I did the completionist version of the Shire. He hasn't actually finished everything in the Shire. I earned a boatload of marks for doing all the deeds and things throughout the Shire, and basically just doing the completionist run of that, as well as crafting quests and other stuff. So there are lots of ways to earn marks. You don't have to just run skirmishes, but skirmishes is going to be the most efficient way and quickest way to earn marks if you plan on doing that. Alright, let's check this. And I'm sure he'll be logging in a little while. He's got my family, my sisters at his house with their kids, and it was a birthday today, so I know they're celebrating that. But he should be on a little bit, and we're going to be continuing the adventures of Donnivan and Idhradlor, which we just got to Bree on our last session, which would have been Monday night. And the main quest that we have right now is Book 1, Chapter 2, Stirrings in the Darkness. Constable Underhill from Combe has a mission for us, so we'll be doing that tonight. I believe the mission, or the objective for these characters, now that we've gotten them out of the Shire and we've wrapped up the Shire, is we're going to be working on the main storyline for the sessions that we play, and we will only be doing additional quests in the surrounding zones on an as-needed basis if we need to level up and stay current with the quests. And it'll happen pretty quick, because for those of you who have never played the storyline before, the easiest way to say this is just, we'll run through these chapters. By the time we get to the end of this, we'll be getting shuffled off to the Lone Lands, and that stuff gets into the late teens, early 20s. So by the time we get midway through that, we get to the point where it starts getting into the mid to the late 20s, and we will actually have to start doing quests in the Lone Lands to stay up on par. And if you watched, I've got a video coming out. Let me check the schedule here real quick on YouTube so that I can see when that's coming out. I did a video the other day The stream was a couple days ago. The overview video is coming out on November 7th at 6 p.m. So Saturday. But I did Volume 3, Book 9, Chapters 2, 3, 4, and 5. And my character is level 81 with that character, and he's in Rohan. And by the time I got to Book 6, it's a level 84 quest. So I have to go back and actually start doing quest hubs now. Than actual overland quests, because I need to be able to get to level 84 before I can continue, or 83 at least. At that level, I try not to let things get too far ahead of me in terms of the levels, because the mobs are quite difficult in Rohan. And even a 1 level difference is a huge thing in terms of my hunter not going splat. So we'll be working on leveling as needed with these characters. In the meantime, what quests do I have? I can get rid of that quest. That's the only Shire quest I wasn't going to do. Harvest Festival stuff I'm not doing at the moment. And I've got this quest I can turn in. Destination Breeland. And I've got From Shire to Breetown. So I can turn both of those quests in. Oh, and I've also got the Ballad of Bingo Boffin that I could continue working on my own if my brother's still not around by the time I wrap these up. You'll also notice from the last session I have a drum now instead of a lute. For those of you who tuned in this morning, I started a Lore Master who is my Woodworker alt. And I've got him specifically set up to make instruments for this character. And I was able to make the first instrument. I think I have... Where are these quests at? One's here, one's here. I specifically set the Lore Master up to be a woodworker to make instruments for this character, and he'll be making javelins and spears for my brother's Warden character. But he's still relatively low level. He's got a lot of work getting him up. This guy must be upstairs or something. Yep. Shire to Breetown.
What do you need?
And then he's got a
Would
quest
you do something for me?
for Breetown to Trestlebridge. These are just breadcrumb quests, as we call them, that lead you from place to place, kind of show you where to go if you want to go level. For example, right now I have 2. I have one from Breetown to Trestlebridge, which is level 20, and I've got another one that sends me off to the Lone Lands. And I got one more to turn in here, which is also to talk to Second Watcher Heathstraw in Bree. Excuse me. There he is right there.
Greetings.
Your help is needed in Bree. We should speak more on the matter. You could do
Might
this.
I take a moment of your time?
The No Time for Tours quest is something you can do if it's your first time to Bree. I know Bree like the back of my hand, so I'm not gonna be doing that quest. Alright. Take a quick AFK here, and then we will continue the adventure. Be right back. Alright, I'm back for the moment. I had to ditch the sweater. It was funny, when I started off streaming this morning, it was really cold in the house. And the heater's been all day. And I thought I was going to be cold again, so I had the sweater on when I was getting going. And that was too much of a sweater. I had to get rid of the sweater, get a drink, chat with my wife. And then we are going to continue the adventures here. I don't know that I want to head off into the Ballad of Bingo Boffin. I mean, I suppose we can until my brother shows up. The downs aren't too far away. Synonyms for spooky. I need to move that somewhere else. Skirmish soldier, put him up here. There's so many UI elements that can pop up. Alright. It's been a long time since I've been over here. I don't remember exactly where the entrance is to the downs. Looks like right up ahead. Alright, what do I need here? I need crawlers, barghests, and the manuscript. So I definitely need these. I need to adjust the sound again because it's weird how the skirmish sound is so incorrectly balanced. I had to turn the music way down just to hear the voiceovers. But then here, playing this character, I don't want to hear the screams. Those screams. They get annoying after a while, so I like to turn them down when I'm playing a good session. Okay. Rats. Looks like the pages are down this way somewhere. Oh, there's one of the pages I need. You have found the pages concerning Bingo's swimming lessons. Alright, let's see here. Let me turn that up just a little bit. And we need to go over in that direction. For the pages. Alright, just need the manuscript page. And we can return to bingo. Stay back, villain! Oh, Marigold's right here, along with bingo. That's awesome. She's got her little stick and her shield, and he's cowering. Oh, so I have to go back to Newbury to talk to them, which is all the way back by Buckland. Okay. I suppose I probably could go through the old forest. It's probably quicker. Ah! Not a big fan of the old forest, but we'll take this route anyway. Excuse me. I may need to make a tea momentarily. Might make a tea once I get to Newbury. I'll never forget that when this game first came out, this forest was such a horrible pain in the butt to get around in. Now it's relatively easy. As long as you pay attention to the map. I can still get lost in here, though. It's not hard. I'm not sure if this was quicker than going out to Adso's camp and riding down to Buckland, but... Scenery, ladies and gentlemen. Ambiance. Bonfire glade, and then here's the way out. Through the hedge. Out the old forest tunnel and around to Newbury. That drum looks like a shield on my back. Alright.
I learned a lesson. Do not let folk read my book until it is done.
We have all returned safely from the Barrow Downs, and I have exhausted my supply of adjectives with which to describe them, Donnivan. There are only so many ways I can convey how unhappy I was to be walking among those mounds. Tom did not mean any harm by it, but I do not wish to risk losing any more of those pages in frightful places. Tracking down pages is quite a tiresome activity, wouldn't you say? Priska is quite cross with me as well. She thinks that it was my idea to go jaunting about at the Barrow Downs when it was the furthest thing in my head. This is mostly Marigold's idea. Marigold.
I will need to come up with something exciting to top this adventure.
Marigold, the bold adventurer. That was amazing, Donnivan. The Barrow Downs were everything I had hoped they would be. I was never scared. Not really. We need to come up with something truly exciting to top this most recent adventure.
We boffins have been many things, but heroes? I don't know about that.
I have scolded Marigold before, and it never seems to do any good. The girl is always going off on these adventures. Adventures! More like mischief and bother, if you ask me. It was good to see my cousin Bingo for a short while, but I must ask him to be off as soon as he can. Either he has been a bad influence on Marigold, or she has been a bad influence on him, but either way, there's entirely too much adventurous spirit between them.
Priska will calm down in time. She always does.
Now I will visit with all my various cousins, once removed, and do my best to talk Marigold out of the adventuring business. I don't think I will succeed, and just between you and me, Donnivan, I don't think I want to. She will make a fine hero, if that's what she wants to be, and Priska will just have to get used to it. But don't tell her I said that. We still need a place to stay until our journey resumes.
My feet are ready to once again set forth on the road.
That was a nice visit after all, Donnivan. Priska eventually forgave me for whatever part I may have played in Marigold's decision to become a hero instead of a stay-at-home hobbit, and I enjoyed spending time with my many cousins. I jotted down their names in the margins of my manuscript so I do not forget them. Once again, I marvel at how Priska keeps track of them all. My feet are ready once again to set forth on the road. I consulted the map, and it seems the town of Bree should be our next stop. Let us walk to the west gate of that town and take in the sights for a short time only, and then we will continue into the Lone Lands and further adventure. Oh, how far is this guy gonna go? This is a really fun quest. The new quest is called The Two Taverns. This is a really cool quest line because he's like basically, you know, he got inspired by a map like Bilbo Baggins, and now he's off having an adventure. One that appears to be taking him all over the place. I'm really interested now, and like my curiosity is piqued. Like, how far is his quest going to take him? I love the hanging sections of those willow trees. It looks very good. Eaves of the old forest here. Fanghorn is quite impressive, by the way. You're going to see Fanghorn in my video coming out on Saturday. And if you didn't already catch a preview, I met an int, and I shared a little quick video on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter a couple days ago. It was mind-blowing. I got goosebumps and everything. It was really cool. Like, first time I've seen it in the game. While within Fanghorn. Oh, I got knocked off my horse. Leave me alone. I think I can use a shield as a minstrel, no? I may need to pick up a shield. A secondary weapon shield slot. I should go hit the broker and just see what's available. Not sure if I can use a shield as a minstrel or not. It's been way too long since I've played one. Wait, did I just run by him? No, he's still ahead of me. I was tabbed out for a second. Not paying attention. You have arrived at the West Gate and Bingo has already made a new friend. I've never
This
been to...
Milo fellow seems to be perfectly friendly.
I've never been to Bree before, but I've always heard there was something peculiar about the hobbits who lived here. This Milo fellow seems to be perfectly friendly, though. He has invited us to the Prancing Pony for a brief welcome in the main room, and I've gladly accepted it. It's good to make new friends.
Bingo should experience the finest tavern in all of the Breeland.
You'll find the pony just up the hill, and I think it would be a fine opportunity for some rest and merriment. After all, Bingo's adventure will soon take him into the wild, and there will be few opportunities for such revelry. Speak to old Barleyman inside the pony, and he will ensure we are provided with aught we might need. So this is the Bingo Barterer. I love his horse. I love the pack on his horse.
I've collected many fine items during my travels.
Oh, so he has different things depending on where you meet him. Okay, that's cool, because these are completely different items than the ones he had in the Shire. Oh, I totally want, like... These can go in my house. I don't care about the pants. They're nice pants, but I definitely want... Like, can I look at these online? Large map of Bingo in the Shire. I want to see if I can find what they look like. Sneezy time. Excuse me. So there's... Holy crap. Okay, so I just kind of cheated a little bit and looked. There's one on the internet called the Large Map of Bingo in Middle-earth. Oh, this is a big quest. He's going to go through Breeland, Innerwatch, Rivendell, Eregion, Dunland, Isengard, Fanghorn, Rohan, Lothlorien, Moria. So this is going to be a long, ongoing quest. And I'm totally doing all of it because I want these things. This is a small wall item. I'm buying that. What is the Tome of the Tan Sheep? Nope, but I'm buying that. And I'm buying that. That's a good question though. Do I want the small map or the large map? I'm assuming I would want the Middle-earth one large, and I want the other one small. So we'll barter for that one and get it small. I totally need to go back to my house now. which I might do while I'm waiting on my brother. Oh, he's online. Didn't even pay attention. I had no idea you were on.
Noob.
Well, dude, so I'm doing this, following the Bingo Boffin questline.
Still, yeah.
Okay, no, I just kind of did a little bit of a cheat, and I looked online, because here's the thing, I got to Bree with him, and
Yeah.
the barter merchant's here, right? So I clicked on him, he has completely different items than what he had in the Shire, right? And, like, he's got a prancing pony sign, and he had this thing called, a map of bingo in the Shire, and you have a small map or a big map. So I went online and I looked at it to see what it looked like. Turns out I, by chance, stumbled upon the one that says map of bingo in Middle Earth. And no, he goes everywhere. It's going to be a quest that takes you throughout the entirety of the game. And so now I'm stoked because there's cosmetic items for your home. So I just got a wall painting, I got the small map, and then the sign of the prancing pony, which...
Nice.
Yeah, totally. So I'm a little stoked. I'm actually about to head to my home and hang these. And then we can recall back to Bree.
Yeah, I just came back to Bree because I needed to go to the crafting hall. This was the quickest way to be. So.
Yeah. Oh well, if you're already here, then I won't go back to my town, my home yet.
You're good. I'm doing crafting stuff at the moment.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I sent you some refined hides and a couple of recipes that I found.
You should go check out the workbench I got from my house.
All right.
It's pretty cool. I spent 500 lotro points on it.
One thing drives out another.
Oh, where are your recipes? Oh, you're who I have to talk to.
Have some food and have some drink and sing a song or three.
Alright, I'm gonna hold this quest for later. And I'm gonna recall back to my home to put these on the wall. And I need lots and lots of ash wood, so get ready to start harvesting.
I think I can only... Yeah, I haven't gotten that far yet.
That's
oh,
okay.
wait, actually, because forestry is making leather, so yeah,
Yes.
I'm a journeyman now, so yeah.
Yeah, I plowed through the first tier already today on my lore master. I did alright, so where am I going to hang these? Oh, I'm so glad that I chose the small one because you only have... You have 2 large walls, well, 3 in the bedroom, and 1 in the living room, but lots of small walls. So I could totally fill his small maps around and then put the big one. Oh, I'm like totally planning all the things I'm going to do with my home now. Sign of the Prancing Pony. Oh, that's so cool. Alright, that needs to go up though. Why did it just disappear? Oh, that's because it's going the wrong way. Ah, there we go. And we want to center it. Okay, and then let's put this map right here. That map looks so cool. And it's the small one. I can't imagine what the big one's going to look like. begs the question, how did the Hobbit hang a painting so high on the wall? Had to have used a ladder. That's
No,
way
you have man-sized chairs in your house.
That's true. That's way too high, though. Oh, bring it down a bit. Nope. That's a little more respectable. And the other thing I noticed is that with the woodworkers, I can make not a lot of furniture, but I've gotten a few crafting recipes to make like tables and stuff.
Nice.
I still haven't looked online. Hobbit, chairs, housing, lotro. Do. Oh, looks like that website no longer exists. All right. I still cannot for the life of me find Hobbit-sized chairs. Like I haven't.
I mean, I got elf ones is what I did, and
I
they're
don't
not
like-
too terribly big.
Yeah, but I don't like the look of them.
Yeah, but you're a hobbit. You're fascinated by elves. Come on. Where's
Well,
your
I got
role-playing
one. I
skill?
got a red chair because I did the quest today with my lore master and was able to get one of the elven chairs, and I brought it into my home. I plucked it in the corner, but I don't like it for my desk. Honestly, the wooden armchair doesn't look bad. I just wish I could scale it down. Decoration slots. That'd be small furniture. Chair. Fancy Rohirrim chair. Gondorian chair. Low-backed Gondorian chair. Obsidian make dwarf chair. Rohirrim chair. There's no like Hobbit chairs. I mean, I'll live. Not that big of a deal. I mean, I love my wooden armchair. It's just slightly too big. Alright. I'm gonna head back to Bree now. Oh, you said check out the crafting table.
It's inside. It's probably the coolest piece I have right at the moment.
Oh, the Gondorian workbench?
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty cool. That furnace is pretty nice. Did you already color? You already painted the walls and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, you've gone way more than you've gone way hardcore compared to what I've done. I haven't done shit with the floors and walls yet.
Yeah, but you've got wall hangings. I don't have anything to hang on the walls.
That's
yet.
true. I do have wall hangings. Oh, I like this silver candelabra.
Should be some red fireflies floating around in the bedroom too.
Yeah, I just yeah, I see them now. They're kind of random.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to be seeing what else I can make with that woodworker as I get deeper into woodworking. And I'm like obsessed with doing this Bingo Boffin quest in its entirety because now that I know I can get cosmetic items out of it, I'm like, oh, yeah, let's follow him around the world.
Oh, absolutely.
He also said like one of the things he's got there in Bree is like a tankard that you can use for your character. It's like just a handheld item. Oh, since you're gonna be doing tailoring,
I was gonna say I can make you wear light armor, right?
Yes. Checking. I'm 99% sure it's light. Yeah, it's light armor. I don't think I can wear medium. And I can't remember if I can use shields or not. That was one of the things I needed to do, was head to the
Greetings, friend.
auction hall and see if I could find a shield. Which, by the way, I went looking for... why can't I go to South Bree? Oh, I've got to be a subscriber for South Bree. What was I saying? I went looking for what? Oh, I went looking for like rowanwood or ashwood on the broker today. There is nothing. There's planks that other people have made, but it was like 40 gold. It's like, I'm not spending 40 gold. I don't even have 4 gold. But that's because this is like a really old server, so everybody's in game.
Like, yeah.
Yep. I suppose I can do Selendum Swift Travel and then go from there to Bree.
What do you need?
Excuse me.
What can I do for you?
Makes no sense to me why some of these fast travel waypoints are only available to subscribers. Like South Bree. I'm already in Bree and I still can't use it. It's like, must be. So I'm learning a lot. I mean, I was saying this thing this morning when I was streaming. Because we own the quad pack, I don't feel like we are that restricted on free-to-play accounts, but there are some convenience things that you can't access. And one of those, for example, I didn't know you can't use Destiny points unless you're a subscriber. So I went to go give myself boosted experience today on my Lore Master, and you can't use Destiny points unless you're a subscriber. I was like, alright, well that's interesting.
Makes sense. Okay, now I need medium hides.
I sent you all I had, so...
Just don't get rid of any.
No, I
What can
won't.
I do for you?
Because you need him to make armor for me as well. Alright, shields. Can I use shields? Shields, light, search. I can. I can use bucklers. Can I? And then there's warden shields, and then there's heavy shields, which I cannot use, but I can use light shields. I'll be damned. Bronze buckler. Shield of the Stalwart Tower. Well, there's not very many available, so I'll just go with the cheap one.
Are you at the auction house?
Yeah,
See what they want for medium hides.
if they're available. I'll check here in a
If
second.
they have any.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Light bronze buckler. Yeah, I'm not spending 700 silver on a buckler. 40 silver is fine. Okay. Medium. Is it medium? Yeah, medium highs. There are available. You could buy 147 for 1 gold.
It's
Or
really
you-
not a bad price.
It's not, because the other ones, there's 3 available. There's 19 hides for 5 gold, 38 hides for 5 gold, or 147 for 1 gold. Let me just buy them.
I mean, that's up to you. I only have 1 gold, so.
Yeah, I'll buy it. It's 1 gold. I've got 4
Okay.
gold, so you now
Yeah.
have. I'll
Okay,
come up.
Yeah, if you send me that, I can make us some armor.
Yeah, I'll be there in a second.
Because that's plenty, I would think.
All right, now I have a shield, and that shield actually doesn't look too bad. Except, you know, it's funny. I wonder what happens if I take this off. No, the buckler's always going to be on my arm. For some reason, I was thinking buckler showed up on your back. All right. Up I come to the crafting hall. Yeah, don't run too far. Secure trade.
Yeah, that was a really good deal.
It really was, considering how much they wanted for the other ones. I've also got 2 more light hides. I don't know if you need more of those. Only 2 though.
No, I have. I'm almost. Yeah, I've maxed out my tailoring for apprentice, so.
Oh, gotcha.
Hello there.
Yes, I do want to join the Cook's Guild.
What does that do if you join the guild? I don't
Will
know if
you
I've ever
give
done
me
that.
a moment of your time, friend?
Once you get to a certain tier, I forget which. I think it's expert or I forget which one it is. It's a guild for that particular crafting class, and you get access to special like legendary recipes and things that you don't get to normally make, but they require an insane amount of faction grinding to get to. And you have to craft things to get the faction. I mean, I'm talking it takes weeks to get through a single tier, and not the first tier. The first tier I think might take like a week or 2 because they're dailies, and some of them are dailies. Some of them have a 3-day limit, and some of them have a 7-day limit. So you can only make the recipes to earn the factions so often. So you have to be logging in every day, doing the dailies every day, doing the every 3 days, doing the every 7 days. So it can take weeks to get through the tiers, but you do get some pretty cool recipes, and once you get it up, it's really useful for crafting the legendary weapons because you can make those gold, what are they, the first age weapons and things of that nature.
Yeah, yep. Yep. Cool.
Where is the Cook's Guild? And Mickle Delving, so I'll save that for later. I don't think I really care about it on this character, but I might do it. What the hell is the supply? There it is. I would say make armor for yourself first.
How may I help you?
I don't really, I mean, I'm not too stressed about it, so.
Oh, I mean, I'll have plenty. It's XP.
Because I don't remember if you make, if it's 22 or 23 that's the next tier. I don't remember.
21, I think.
Okay. Okay.
That's the cloak I can make at the moment.
Hang on. Why is it not showing me what it's compared to mine? I mean, it's definitely better than mine, so yeah, I'll take the cloak for sure.
Okay. I gotta check and make sure I can't make anything higher than that before I...
Actually, it doesn't look too bad either. Doesn't exactly match my robes, but it's not an ugly cloak. I also got a drum now too. Made that bitch for myself.
Let me look, see here. What's tier 2? Or I mean 3.
And also, if you have the points to spare, dude, it's just spend the points to buy all the recipes for the tier. It's like 75 points or something. And you get every single non-purple recipe without having to spend coin on them.
Oh, that's right. You told me that last time.
I spent all my points on that. That's how I got all my recipes. If you just, when you hit T, if you're on your Tailor tab, just hit the get recipes, and then you can just pick which tier you want to buy the book for.
It says get ingredients.
No, you're on the wrong tab. Go to your Tailor
get
tab.
recipes.
Yeah. Like, and if you know, I wouldn't worry about the apprentice tier per se, but if you're on like the journeyman tier, I think, it gives you all the journeyman recipes.
Recipe book.
Yeah, it's like 75 or something.
Yeah.
If you've
Can
got
you
the
do
points.
expert one too?
Yes, but it only lets you get the books you've unlocked the tiers for. So if you've already unlocked expert, then buy both the journeyman and the expert.
No, I haven't yet, but that's what I was looking at.
Right,
Okay.
right. You can only buy books for the tiers that you've unlocked. So
this like even unlocks ones that you find in the wild? No,
those are the yes, excuse me. I think it's all but the non-purples. I might be mistaken about that. I think it's here. Oh, now you're making me look. I know it's all of the store-bought ones. It's all the store-bought ones, so you don't have to spend money on them.
Well, I've already got the ones that I can make at the moment.
Okay.
So I'll save that for later. Like,
recipe books questions. Somebody's asking a question on the forums. The recipe book gives you recipes for the following kind of recipes are not in the book: guild recipes, barter recipes, faction recipes, instance drops, and one-shots. But everything else is included. I did it because I was broke. What's that?
yeah. Did you want that robe that I posted?
Robe.
Or do you want body armor?
Hold
like
that thought.
Like pants and whatnot.
I would take the robe because it's got some nice will and vitality on it.
Okay.
I need to move fellowship.
Oh, I can actually. I always forget about that. I can do different makes. Okay, but not with everything.
No, but that one's great because it's will and vitality. So those are the stats I actually want.
Okay. that's what I can do with. So the leggings I can make are 18 will and 11 vitality.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll make those two then. Alright, so we'll start with the cloak. I need to go get... Oh, I'm an idiot. Did the wrong thing. I need lumps of wax. Where's the supply?
I'm just gonna get rid of all this half pipeweed.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you? You can buy my pipeweed. Because it's fun for roleplay, but other than that, it's taking up precious inventory space. Yeah, like I got so far in crafting that I started getting mithril flakes from the crits. So I was like, I've gone far enough. That's Moria content. I don't need to do any more cooking for the moment. But I will make a stat food for 20 plus whenever you're getting close to 20.
Yeah, for the skirmishes.
Yeah, I actually did a skirmish overview video tonight. That's what I started off doing. So I went and did the intro. Well, at least got my warrior set up.
I always forget to level my dude up.
Because I did the completionist version of the Shire, like I've got like more than 2,000 marks. So I was able to just right away level him up to 29 and everything. And I've still got like a couple thousand marks left over. Because you get marks for deeds and everything else, so.
Yep.
Yeah, I got 2,300 marks still.
Jeez.
But it actually says account shared, so I wonder if some of those are from my.
I don't know how they could be.
From it says no. But
oh, so that's from your
Land Roval as well.
Yes, from the other one.
So maybe I'm herping derping on having 2,000 points from completing the Shire quests.
I need a bolt of linen. I'm gonna need another bolt of linen. Okay, so I need bolts of linen cloth. Okay. I need like 6 of.
Alright, I'll be back while you're finishing that. officially back. Head to get my rum. Rumpida bumpity bum bum bum. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Let's see what I look like with all this new stuff. Oh my god, that hat is redonkulous.
Let's see.
He looks like a hobbit with that outfit. But not my... Hang on a second, I gotta see. I gotta change my cosmetic over. Let's... There we go. I cannot
have to make
sell.
more brushed.
Alright. So that, I mean, the cloak color doesn't match exactly, but it's still a nice looking cloak.
Hello there.
Alright.
That blue one?
Yeah.
Is that the one I made?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's not, the colors aren't perfect, but it's a full length cloak, which I care about. It's better than the one I had.
Tulips waxed.
Oh, it was quite the stat boost as well. I got like an extra 100 hit points out of that.
Nice. Three, 6, 7, 8.
Alright, well, while you're wrapping that up, I'm going to head back to the tavern. And get drunk with Bingo Boffin. That quest's already up to level 24, so it's going to be beyond me pretty soon.
Nice.
Have some food and have some drink and sing a song or three.
just gonna equip all this crap.
More food, more drink, and more song!
Can you be sure that Barlaman has paid for our food and drink?
Okay.
How can I be of service?
There you are. Bingo was asking around for you.
Yes.
Alright, I'll meet you at Cole.
Alright, I'll be there in a moment. I'm currently dancing on a table with a very drunk bingo boffin.
One thing drives out another.
I'll wrap this up later on. Alright, on my way to Combe. Which means we are on Epic Quest. I suppose there's no quick... Oh, you're... Okay, you're running out the gate. Did you take a horse, or are you just on your own horse?
I'm just on my...
Okay.
I'm on foot, actually. But
I love the music for this game.
oh, absolutely.
I still think after all these years, I was saying this earlier, it's got the best writing of any game I've ever played and the best music of any game I've ever played.
There were some guys talking about the new Lord of the Rings MMO that Amazon's supposedly gonna do, and everybody was like, "Just go play Lotro," you know? Like, everybody's like, "But it's old," and I was like, "Man, yeah, it's old, but it's still good."
Yeah, but I think, you know, I still think that there's so many people out there that don't understand that the one Amazon is building, it's not set in the Third Age.
Right.
It's not about Frodo and the Ring and Gandalf and the Fellowship.
Yeah, it's just set in Middle Earth.
It's like 6,000 years before. It's you know, it's about Gilgalad and you know, the Sauron and when he was pretty and seducing everyone to make the rings that gave him the power in the first place.
Good day.
All right, book 1, chapter 1. Hello there. Is there something I can help you with? Ranger Strider thinks we should investigate Skunkwood's hideout.
Please, stay a moment.
Alright, I'm at the point where he's ready to transport to the instance.
Yeah, me too.
Alright.
How do you do?
Travel now. Oh shit. Right as you clicked, so I wonder if it's going to put us both in the same one.
Umdir's
Yes!
defeat shattered the back of the Black Walls, but pieces of the mystery remain unsolved.
Goodness.
You just click, I'll follow. Alright. So you use both javelins and spears, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Well,
your woodworkers should be able to make.
I can make both.
Both
I need
of those,
I need ash though to get to the next tier. The Rowan ones aren't going to do any good because I like level 7 and level 10.
Right. I think woodworkers also make shields. Yes.
I don't remember honestly.
I don't remember who makes shields.
I could have sworn it was armor smiths.
Maybe it is.
Pretty sure it's armor smith. Yeah, let's press on, Constable. We're like way up here, ready for you. Metalsmiths. I just looked it up.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
Just a moment.
The rangers which once guarded the borders of the Shire have been scattered or slain. Frodo has left the Shire, but great perils await him in Bree. I am too late. Someone must find him before the Nazgûl.
Okie dokie.
A lovely day, isn't it? Might I have a word with you?
God, it's so nice that these quests now like transport you everywhere, or give you the option to like quickly go take a fast travel option, because back in the day. Oops, that's the wrong door.
Noob.
We must move quickly. I need your aid.
Except this one, he doesn't let us fast travel for this one.
Yeah, but we do have to pick up. Well, I do, anyways. Adisso's camp and everything.
Oh yeah, because you haven't been through those yet.
Well, good time to do that. And I bet you I can find some ash wood around the road.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just scoping out the way they've got this place decorated. Like, What bothers me is that you go into the Hobbit homes and they clearly have Hobbit chairs, but they sure as shit don't have Hobbit chairs available for sale anywhere. Like Bag End has Hobbit-sized chairs.
Sure. I had never actually explored, you know, the hunter's cabin in Archit.
Oh, where you first... Yeah. That's a cool looking place.
I'd never actually went all the way through it, but Joshua was playing with me when I was in there, so I showed him around. And he's got like dead bears and deer and stuff in the back that you can...
I haven't
looked
that closely either, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they really fleshed it out. I've never paid attention.
Well, that's like I noticed when I turned the taxidermist quest in the other day. Like, on the stone wall outside of his building, he's got hides tacked to the wall drying out. Yep. Like, I never noticed that before, and I've been in there 100 times over the years.
Let's see, let's track logs. Hopefully we can find some. I don't know what's in this area, I can't remember, but I think they're...
This will all be ash.
That's what I would
Mandalorian comes out on Fridays, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's tomorrow.
Go away, bear. I don't want to fight you.
And I'll have you send those to that Telemark character. If you save the mail that the hides came from, that's the character you'll send them to.
Alright.
I did not know you could change stance while riding a horse. Did you see that video I posted of the Ent in Fanghorn?
I saw it, but I forgot to go back and watch it. I did see that the other day.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it's not Treebeard, but it's an Ent, and I have no doubt that we'll meet Treebeard later on. But it was still cool because, like, the quest that I picked up on was literally I was at the eaves of the, like, that was the last quest I had done like 3 months ago, and so I was able to pick right. And it's the first thing I did was I went to the pile of bodies that Éomer burned on the edge of Fanghorn, and you track Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas into the forest. You go into the eaves of the forest, kill some orcs, and then you end up finding this Ent who you talk to. Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, I saw the thumbnail, and I was like, ooh, I need to go back and watch this when I've got time. And then I kind of spaced it.
It was just a quickie. I had to... At that, because I did like 4 chapters back to back, and then everything's level 84 and I'm only level 81, so I was like, I gotta go out. I actually have to go do quests now because there's no way I can take on, like, everything's orange to me and those orcs kick my butt. Like, things are quite nasty at that level. And the thing I really don't like is they kind of force you into mounted combat for some of the encounters, and I really don't like the mounted combat.
Yeah, I have never done it.
It's all about you're supposed to stay in motion. So it's all about you constantly keeping you run around in circles basically. Is what you're supposed to do, and you shoot at things or whatever. It's I'm not a big fan.
No, but I'm sure it took a lot of development, so they're like, you're gonna frickin' use it, and you're gonna like it.
Well, it's different because you get a different horse, and that horse has its own set of hit points, its own set of armor class, its own set of abilities, and then you can have there's 3 different types. There's a DPS horse, a tank horse, and like a mid type horse, and they do different things and different sets of hit points, different types of energy, different abilities, and so it's really it's a whole system. I mean, they put a lot of effort into it. It's Rohan. That's I guess you got to do it. You got to have mounted combat.
Absolutely. All right, how many ash logs do you need?
Just it doesn't matter. I'm gonna need like 500 or so to get through the tier probably.
Oh, okay, so you need as many as I can get.
Yep. But I mean, to make you weapons, you've probably gotten enough for me to make you some basic weapons already.
I'm just picking up the ones that are off the road.
Yeah, no rush, man. Not in a rush for any of this at the moment.
So lame. I got 3 the last one, and that one I just got 1.
One.
I feel like there's mounted combat in another game that I played. I can't remember. See, because Star Wars: The Old Republic had space quests you could do, and you had to do the same thing. You had to level your ship up and get like new armor for your ship and you know, better rockets and everything.
Yeah, I tried really hard to like Star Wars Squadrons. I'm glad it was only $40 because
But it didn't last very long.
No, I mean it was 6 hours was the length of the campaign, and then they put you into this rinse and repeat multiplayer aspect. So it's for the battle royale crowd, and you can play it against AI, but it's like they already came out and publicly said they have zero plans to add more missions to the game. It's a one and done thing. They there's the possibility that they could do a sequel to it, but it's like, one of the things I loved with the X-Wing TIE Fighter games was like, 60 hours of gameplay through those storylines, like 6 hours? Ugh. Like I'm not all about the rinse and repeat and just play the same. And don't get me wrong, I've played some of those multiplayer missions and they last anywhere from 30 to, I think they're around 30 minutes, like 30-ish, maybe a little bit longer. It just depends on whether or not you're winning or losing. And they feel epic. I mean, it's quite entertaining, but once you've done it 3 or 4 times, it's like, okay,
Greetings. Stay a moment.
Oh my crap. Take the quest before we kill these. Because we have to kill these for the quests.
Okay, go for it.
Alright. We need one more. Okay.
Yeah, because I was watching you stream it, so I watched pretty much almost every stream of that game, and yeah, it just didn't last very long.
No, it's like, what else is there for me to stream after I've done the 6? I mean, I think it was 3 streams, maybe 4, and I was done. And it was like, okay.
Yeah.
I really have no desire to rinse and repeat.
What do you need? Might I take a moment of your time?
But they made their money, and probably more than half the people are happy with it, so.
Right. I mean, it's definitely there's definitely a crowd of people that are loving it. And don't get me wrong, I'm gonna go back and play the single player campaign again at some point because it was hella fun. And I might feel different if I had a flight stick, but at the same time, it was
Well, there's
not
no
hard.
point in buying. There's
Right.
no point in buying one if you're not,
Yeah. At this point, the only reason I would buy a flight stick is for Star Citizen, and that's still a long ways away.
I think you used to have to kill more than 4 birds for that quest.
I don't remember. Ah, man. I really want to go raid the fridge for more pizza. Dude, I've eaten so much. This was like a bread binge week. And like I got on the scale today, and it was like I'm not gonna believe the scale because I think it's all just because I binged on bread. Because it's like you've gained a lot of weight this week, Tim. And it's like, no, that's called bread bloat. Chris made sweet rolls. I gorged on a box of Cherries Pop-Tarts. I made pizza twice this week. It was a carb week. Oh, and I had spaghetti too, so yeah, it was a carb week.
Yeah, it's called carb loading. It's bulk up, carb load.
Oh, gracious me!
Poor guy. Bashed his door all in.
Mm-hmm. Camera wonkiness. There's some ash. Graciously cleared it for you. Alright, just come up the hill with me, little guys. Come on. Let's get you as well.
How can I be of service?
The enemy's ring. There's some more ash over here. Medium hides.
Well, apparently that's worth something on the auction hall.
Right, yeah. A lot, actually. I can't believe I found yours for so cheap. It's probably somebody leveling the alt and like, I don't care, I can't be bothered. Here's a bunch. If you see where I'm at in the map, I'm standing on top of some ash. I'm gonna run over here and kill some more of these wolves and boars. Although, you probably don't need any more medium leather.
No, I don't. That's what I'm saying. Sell it.
Gotcha. Here's the ash right here.
I mean, actually, no. I fully. I got.
You're done with that tier?
Yeah. You know, because you can do the lower level and then the upper level. Yeah. That one. Actually, could probably use some more light, but we'll see. I'm close to finishing that one. So. Boy, these ash branches respawn quick.
Here's some more ash I'm standing on top of right now. Well, yeah, because if you've got enough, I could, just when we run back to town, I could switch over and make it real quick, because the mail is instant.
Oh yeah, I've got 47 logs at the moment.
Oh yeah. Let's when we get to town, I'll make you send that over, and I'll make some weapons real quick. I might be able to make you 2 different tiers, like one for now and then one for once you get past 20. And probably before we play next time, I'll get us some stat food made. Yeah, there's ash where I'm at.
Well, there was one there, but I had brigands attacking, so. I forgot how much XP you get from crafting.
Oh, that's why I was able to level up so quickly the other day, was because I just sat there and crafted with the double XP, or 25% earned XP. Grats. I got 3 or 4 levels out of that by just sitting there crafting. Oh, 'tis a lot of bandits after me. Run away! Oh, some ash from where I'm standing at. Alright, I'll turn into Strider and then I'll jump over to the other guy.
Cool. Do you need the resin and everything? Or just
Yep, I'll
logs?
take it because that gives me crits. I won't be able to crit anything at the moment, but once I grind through the tier, I'll need those to make the purple items. So definitely send me the tars and resins. What a knob. There's literally a guy running through here called Knob. Alright, Strider.
Guess that's all I've got.
You bring dire news.
Tell 'em all.
Listen well.
TL. I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I'll log to him in a minute and send you a tell.
No, I see it. TELIMAR.
Yep. For a minute there, I thought it said he was in the Lone Lands, but he's in the Lowlands. Alright, let's go make some weapons. Where am I at? I do now. Alright. First, I need to make some thin ash boards. Alright, what can I make with these? What level? You just turned 18, right?
Yes.
Oh, you're in luck because that's the current high level of the tier I can make. Which is the, you know, you have 2 tiers in Journeyman. You have the first tier, and then you trigger the second. So the first tier caps out at 18. It's 12, 15, and 18. So I'll be able to make it 18s for now, but then I'll need a whole boatload of ash to get to the next tier. Do you need 2 spears or 1 spear?
1 spear and 1 javelin.
Okay. For some reason, I was thinking that the javelin was a ranged weapon and the spears were.
That's the truth.
Yeah, so you can use 2 spears, right?
No. I do a spear and a shield and a javelin.
Okay. For some reason, I was thinking Warden's dual wield. That's so stupid. It's spear, shield, and javelin. Ooh, it says I can make Warden carvings. What are these? It says required carving use. Slightly lowers the power cost on shield gimmick. I can make a. Where do you slot the carvings? Is it like a? It says class slot, but you can't use it until 20. So I won't make one for now. But I can make different types.
We get to go to Tom Bombadil's place next.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Oh man, I've got a lot of stuff pending in my inventory.
Yeah, so like there's already 2 things I can make for homes. I can make a long dwarf make table, and I can make a scholar's small bent wood bookshelf. And I have no idea what they look like because you can't preview.
Right.
Sorry, I'm just refining all the
you're-
wood right now.
You're good. Selling stuff. Ah,
And I
no,
can
wait.
totally make my own staves, which is awesome. Oh, that's a Gandalf looking staff right there. Heavy ash, staff of fate. Stout ash staff. Oh, these are some cool looking staves just for like cosmetic purposes even. Get sidetracked. Oh, it's not going to be quite enough to get me to...
Ah, these dudes have some really cool looking gear.
Who's that?
I don't know, these two guys.
Some
two
guys.
players.
Yeah. Alright. That got me to 264 of 280, so... Lots more ash. Alright, now I'm going to make some weapons. That needs solid ash boards. I need 2 boards, 4 boards, lumps of wax.
At your service and your families.
Oh, I gotta go find the supplier. Is there a supplier here? Aha. Lumps of wax. 4, right? Yeah.
What do you need?
Lumps of wax. Makes the ash boards, and then I need fine leather wrapping. Fine leather wrapping. I need 2 of those. All right. Okay, you need a heavy ash spear. And then a heavy ash javelin. Oh, I didn't even check the outputs. Doesn't really matter at this point, does it?
For looks.
Well, no, it actually does matter on that. Heavy ash spear vitality. So yeah, you're good. You're good. I got you one that gives you -2 to induction, so it speeds up your cast times, and then one gives you vitality.
Okay, yeah.
Apply. Okay. That should sort you out on the weapons department.
could just click on mail and that you didn't actually have to go to a mailbox. That must be
If you're
more work.
VIP, it actually tells you you only get mobile mail if you're VIP.
Okay.
Otherwise, you got to run to a mailbox.
Ooh. Figure out what detach items.
You just right-click them.
Yeah, I got it. Gotta figure out if I want to keep.
Alright, Gabe just posted something that's pretty funny. I try to stay out of politics, but...
Yes, the pissing one?
No, he got, this election
Oh.
is taking as long as a Tool song.
Oh,
Because Tool songs can go on for like 15
Forever.
minutes. That made me laugh.
That is funny. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. No, I'm just staying out of political discussions.
That's usually the safest bet.
Yep. It is what it is. It's just a process. Gotta be patient. Oh, wait, you already got this to go to Tom Bombadil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no reason for me to stand here and wait.
Nick Terry. Yeah, let's run to Tom and then see what he gives us.
I think it's... I don't remember now.
I forgot to pick up the horse while we were all the way down there.
Which horse is that?
In Buckland.
Oh! You're never gonna need it. Like, I think that's the only time you ever use it.
Yeah, well. Be awfully handy right now.
Were you talking about these two people at the fireplace?
Yes. The two hunters?
Yeah, so... yeah. That guy's green stuff's pretty cool looking. They're level 130 players. Well, one is. The other guy's level 30. So, yeah, he's been playing a long time. Although, I think you can boost characters, too, if you are a VIP. So, like, you can take a character all the way to the cap.
I did that with World of Warcraft on 2 different characters, and it was really confusing because, like, everything was so different. I don't know how it'd be on this game.
Yeah, I don't know that I would want to. I mean, I suppose that, you know, by the time you get to 70, you've gotten pretty much all the abilities you're going to get. You do get a few more, but... I just feel like, as an example, if you didn't play through Rohan, you're not going to know what mounted combat is. And if you have to do mounted combat in Mordor, I don't know. I also don't want to skip it. It's like, I don't know. I like the storylines. I like being able to come in once or twice a year and just play for a few months.
Yep.
I do wish that they would come out with like a, you know, pay $70 and get all expansions in one. But
yeah,
at least they had the quad, because honestly, you and I bought those quad packs like 3 years ago. So, you know, for $40 we've gotten, you know, 3 years of entertainment, and I still haven't finished Rohan. Like, there be a ton of content.
I feel like they maybe graphically enhanced this area. little less dark and gloomy.
I don't know. I don't think they've done anything to it. Banghorn is pretty creepy. Like,
I remember all these quests. I've done all these ones so many times.
yeah, and that's what I was saying. Like, I don't know how often you've done like the North Downs quests, or if you've ever done Oat Barton, because it gives you a different perspective.
Come here, Tom. Hey, do, Mary, do, me hearty.
Hey, do, Mary, do, my hearty. Hello, friend. Can I help you with something?
Ah, you brought up wolf.
Oh, apparently I did. I think as soon as we finish watching the Sons of Anarchy, I'm gonna download the extended editions, watch those again.
It's worth it. It's really cool too. If Chris has never seen the extras,
She has. Oh no, the extras. No, she's never seen.
those are definitely worth watching.
Those should be like those are in those boxes that sister was supposed to bring.
Yeah, I know. They do. Oh my god, there was so
'Cause
much stuff.
I bought the enhanced edition box set the moment it came out, and it's got I can't remember how many discs there are. It felt like there was like 12 discs in there. It's like
I was just say, I think there's 4 discs in each one because Tristan had that same set, like where there's the gold box, the blue box, the red box.
Yep. So I think there's 8 discs that are dedicated to the special features, and they're so good.
Yeah, I have them on Blu-ray, which I need to go back and watch it because I haven't watched it in years. But oh yeah, it goes into all the details.
What can
How
I
they
do
made
for
the
you
orcs
today?
and everything, and when the guy that plays Sam sliced his foot open in a river.
Viggo Mortensen breaking his toe, kicking the helmet, and that kept the take in the movie.
Yep. And he also got like knocked out when he was doing the
he chipped a tooth.
Floating scene.
Oh, there was that one. Yeah, I forgot about the floating scene. And then he chipped a tooth during one of the sword fights, like. And they talked about how he carried the sword with him everywhere, like to restaurants and shit.
I would have too.
I am Aragorn.
Role playing at its best. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Cosplay making, and they didn't. I mean, they made good money, but they didn't make Hollywood money.
No, if those movies would have been made today, like.
Yeah, they got paid $300,000, which that's also that's guild minimum, I think, for certain. Because I think like Captain America and those guys like Chris Pine, Hemsworth got, I think it was either 150 or 300K for the first Thor movie, and then the next Thor movie was like 5 million, and then the third one was 15. So it went up exponentially. Yeah. And you think about it, your agent takes 30%, out of that. So if you're making 300K on your first film, you're really only making, by the time you pay taxes and pay your agent, you're making $100,000. But still, you become a household name at that point.
Oh yeah. Yep. I'm probably gonna call it here for the night.
Okay. It's a good enough place, I think, as any, and because we're not VIPs, we don't have to worry about rest XP.
No, but I'm still gonna go in Tom's house, run upstairs, and look at stuff.
I've never been upstairs.
You can't go upstairs. I thought you could go in here.
What? Lame.
The map says you can. I thought you could go up there. Oh, it's down here. Yeah, that's right. You can go in here.
I've never been down in here. I've never explored down in here.
Pretty cool fireplace. Wonder what he's got drying up there. Herbs, all sorts of cool stuff.
Alright, well that's a good cutoff point as any. So if you do play, get me some more ash.
Yeah.
Otherwise I'll be working on my lore master if I play solo. Over the weekend probably a little bit, try to get him through the Arid Luin and get him to Breeland so I can start harvesting ash.
Yeah, there's apparently a, well, I just sent you 60 some, so I can get that just from running to Buckland effects, so.
Sounds like a plan.
No problemo.
Okie dokie.
Alright, man.
Alright.
Catch you a couple days.
Yep. Talk to you later.
So.
Alright. For those of you following the stream, looks like that's going to be our cutoff point as well. Thanks for following along. Don't forget you can subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to get updates when we go live with new content. Streaming Mondays and Thursdays from around 8 p.m. Central with my brother on our 2 Hobbits. Rest of the time, I'm going to be working on my lore master / woodworker Telemar to support this character, and also once a week or so I'll be on Renfail, who is my main character, working through the Rohan content on him. So stick around for all that stuff and stay tuned because we got Assassin's Creed Valhalla coming next week. Can't wait. Gonna be fun. Stay safe, stay healthy, safe gaming, and we'll see you all in the next episode.